Okay, we've not long woken up here in Cancun in Mexico to the news that Owen Farrell has been let off free from his tackle charge in the game against Wales in the weekend. I'm going to share my view on that in just a minute. Hello and welcome to Inside Rugby. My name's Mark. I'm coming to you today live from Cancun in Mexico, and I've just heard the news that Owen Farrell has been released scot-free on his tackle charge in the game against Wales in the weekend. And I know for a fact that there's going to be so many of you out there who are so livid about this decision, and I'm one of them, so I'm going to join in on the bandwagon as well. I think this is an absolute disgrace, and the words that came through from the disciplinary panel was mitigating circumstances in the tackle, that somebody else came in and deflected Basham and therefore made the tackle less dangerous, they thought, that Owen Farrell came in with. Now, I can't for 1 minute understand how this can be the case. He blatantly, and I'm talking about Owen Farrell, in my opinion, he blatantly went in there with no arms. He went straight down towards the head, and it doesn't matter whether that head was deflected or not, because he was going in with that intent, and I think that's the biggest issue here from my point of view. And he went in with that intent, and that was the outcome of the tackle. Now, the referee obviously saw that at the time, and so did the bunker. So we had two official positions taking note of this, and that's all now been rendered void and turned over by the disciplinary panel. So I think this sets a very, very bad precedent for World Rugby. We also know that there's circumstances behind Owen Farrell, that he has been an instigator in the past. A lot of people were talking about that he was not going to be able to go to tackle school, and I think that's a load of rubbish as well, because these guys are professional rugby players. They're training nearly every day. They know how to tackle, let's face it. And if you're going into a situation like Farrell did, it's lazy, it's intentional, and it's dangerous. And those are the three things I think should be taken into consideration. So first of all, we need to get out of this amateur and negligent mindset of having a tackle school for players to go to as part of the disciplinary process. And we've got to look deeper into the other circumstances around this player's history and what history they've had with these dangerous tackle situations. And a lot of people in my comments on my previous video, on my previous poll about Owen Farrell, have put up circumstantial evidence to show that in this game against this player, this is what Owen Farrell did. And obviously the disciplinary panel have taken none of that into consideration. They've mitigated this tackle by saying that there was other circumstances involved, and therefore he's been cleared. So as you can probably hear, I'm a little bit upset about this as well. I'm sure there's lots of you that are upset. Let me know in the comments what you think about this Owen Farrell situation. I think there's going to be a lot of discussion around this. I think there's going to be a lot of teams, a lot of coaches, and probably a lot of players from other teams that are going to have their 2 cents worth on this particular topic. I think it sets a dangerous precedent as we're getting close to the World Cup, because if he can get away with a tackle like that, what's it going to mean on other players, and using this particular situation as a piece of evidence when they go forward to any disciplinary hearings. So I think World Rugby has put themselves in a dangerous position with this. I don't like the outcome of it. I disagree with it. There's nothing, of course, we can do about it other than voice our opinion as rugby fans around the world, and I would like to hear from you. So we are going to see Owen Farrell at the Rugby World Cup. He is obviously going to be selected in the England team, and it's going to be very interesting now to see what crowd responses are given to Owen Farrell as he goes out and plays games in the Rugby World Cup, because I think rugby fans around the world are going to be upset with this decision, and I think they're going to make themselves very vocal when it comes to Owen Farrell on the rugby fields of the world, and in particular in France over the coming month or so. So there we go, big news out. Owen Farrell has been cleared of his dangerous tackle charge. He will take his place in the Rugby World Cup in 2023. I'd like to hear from you, so why don't you drop me a comment, tell me what you think about this decision, and tell me what you think should have been done and what should be done going forward. Okay, thanks very much for watching this video. I'll be back again soon. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and enjoy your rugby. See you soon.